So, hello, welcome back. So, today our agenda is like that. We last time we installed the JTK and installed the VS Code and all the setups are done and also the basic parts, whatever we thought, it's that completed. So today we are starting that. Uh, what is the architecture of the Java? Like there is four part of this in the architecture. So today we discuss the what is the JDK, JRE and JVM and JIT. These are the basic things which are interviewer you always ask in the basic interview. If these things are you're clear, then this will very helpful to you to crack the any interview in good manner. So like this is the JDK. So I'm writing these things previously so you can don't be get so late and just you can see and just write down all the notes. This is a basic definition which you want to study. Like I don't want to left anything which you need and after interviewer will ask and you are blank. So these things not happen. So that's why I covering all the aspects and all the things. So yeah, Java architecture. This is the Java architecture. Okay. Mm, Java architecture. Java architecture. So yeah, there is four part from this JDK, JRE, JVM and JIT. So previously we know that just Java. What is Java? So Java is follow the right ones and run anywhere, which is called Vora or whatever you say. So this means Java program can run on any platform. You know that famous is only for this purpose, only write once and run anywhere. So due to why, how can it can be happened like one time write and run anywhere? So this one can happen by only this, which we can get the Java virtual machine or JDK. Using this only we can perform this action. That's why today I know why. How can we write once and run anywhere? So due to Java Virtual Machine JVM, which we previously told, installed we previously installed this JVM in our JDK. So Java Development Kit. Inside the JDK, there is Java Virtual Machine installed. So I achieved this platform independently through a well-designed architecture that includes JDK, JRE and JVM. We know we are studying what is this. So JDK, first of all, this JDK. So JDK is stands for Java Development Kit. So Java Development Kit is this. Uh, we we need this for developing the all the things. Like little bit zoom out. I think you can now visible easily. You can see this. So yes, we stand for Java Development Kit, and Java is full feature software development kit used to develop Java application. This one is all the requested, all the required, whatever we need, all essential things all over JDK is needed. So yes, due to that's why need JDK only need required for write, compile, debug and run Java programming. These things is important. Okay, yeah, practice. So required to write, compile, debug, and run Java program, and also the build the full featured application software whatever we need, and also the we write the codes, logics, all our things. We are writing this one from the only due to help of JDK Java Development Kit. Okay, Java development inside the JDK. Yeah, we get the JDK plus JRE and development tools. We know that. We can see like inside the JDK we cannot compile the Java code. Like without JDK we cannot compile this because all the essential things, all the files, all the folders, all the inbuilt features, inbuilt whatever we say that all the things are uh, inside the JDK only. Okay, so that's why JDK is needed, and JDK, inside this JDK there is made up of JDK plus JRE and development kit. JDK JRE is not, JRE is just a Java runtime environment which is provide a runtime environment. It's just like we need the program to write something na, like we need that just like IDE, integrated development environment. That thing is JRE. JRE is Java runtime environment which provide runtime environment only, like where we can write, and inside the architecture like what is that and how it can compile. These things are uh, take care by JRE. And development tools are like pre-built functions, and also these things are required. So this act as a runtime engine responsible for loading, verifying and executing Java bytecode, which is previously told debug, compile, and this one cannot compile or like that, compile, debug and run Java program. So this one is clear. Okay, so this act runtime engine responsible for loading and verifying and executing Java program. So this one use this. After that we told JRE, Java Runtime Environment. So is a set of software tools that allow Java program to run on a computer. It provide the necessary environment. We told provide the necessary environment, whatever the need of the program to run, like whatever we need, all the what we say, uh, identifier, all the pre-built features like that, keywords and all, and class, all the, it is very deep inside the, we cannot see the what the inside the JRE like that. We can tell all the things like that, but a Java runtime environment provide the necessary environment so that can easily it can be run the program in the Java virtual machine. Java and core libraries for Java application. We did core libraries, what the libraries need, like functions, pre-built functions, pre-built inbuilt something like public, class, modifier, public, private, default, like this. These are things. Core libraries are there, and also many more libraries are present with vast language. So you cannot mug up all the things. So day by day you can understand all the things. Okay, so all the virtual machine and the core libraries for the Java application for execution. Okay, and JREs provide the runtime environment, and JRE is also essential for the one thing, like if your code is running something run code of block, if there is function of sum, let's suppose if there is function is sum inside your code. Okay, so this sum is again and again running. So one time that JRE is find that okay, this function is running everywhere, every time. So this can be JRE can what can do, this one is go and first one time compile it, and after that it can be stored in somewhere, and after whenever this function is called, so it can be directly give provide the full-fledged data, what's the input or output according to that. So if there is repetitive part again and again execution, so this can be stored inside and then provided by the whatever they need. So this can also optimize the speed of compilation time, so that enable Java program to execute on different operating system. And yeah, this one is also okay. This part is for JIT. So we whatever we taught here, This is the JIT for just in time. We can see in the future JIT. So Java runtime environment provides a runtime environment that enable the Java program to execute in different operating system. So due to just JRE, we can use this to execute different operating systems. Just JRE. Inside the middle, there is a one our code. Okay, code. We can save this from .java, and after that it can be compiled by java c dot whatever your file name, like hello dot java. Okay, it can be compiled. uh, it can be compiled, and then after we can write java. So this one is hello dot java. Is that first of all that this can be create the dot class file. Okay, dot class hello dot class, and after we can see this. We can write in CMD and then java hello dot class, then it not class, only write hello, then it will print the output of your code. I will show you in the proper example giving. So yeah, wait, JRE, I can show this one. Okay, after that, let's suppose we want this to perform. These are the previously. So just here open CMD, like that we create one. Okay, so don't go with that. Just create new one. Okay. New folder, not text. So this one I need to show more edit notepad, and there is dot txt. So we don't need this. So just we need pen and then file and save as txt, not all files. Okay, and rename this into, let's suppose, hello. Okay, hello dot java, and inside this I will write the basic code. What's the basic code? So our program name is hello. So class hello, and inside the braces we write public static void main and bracket strings string r string r's, and then again bracket, and we write here what system dot out dot println, and hello coders, and then again and put it and band, and then just put this. Okay, just save it. This one is saved. Okay, and what you done, hello.java is there. So just go and here type cmd. Just check before to doing this version java minus version. Okay, so here is, you know that there is, see, runtime environment is showing that runtime environment build 24.1. This is this which you previously told. Okay, so yeah, we have java first. So we have java now. So just we have to first compile. So yeah, back to back, you can also see this one, so you can understand this like that. Okay, currently we don't need this one. Okay, we can delete this. Just compile and delete. There is only one folder. Okay, hello.java. When I write here java c, java c means java compile, java c compile. What compile? Hello dot java. When I enter the entering, so you can check here, there is one more folder is created by just see. Okay, there is some missing. Hello, error reached end of file while parsing, one error. Okay, what the error? Okay, there is one more braces we need. So okay, that's it. Ah, so again we can write java c hello dot java. Now you can see that. Yeah, hello dot class. What is this? You can see. We cannot see this because we have not power for that seeing this. This is the another thing. This is the machine level bytecode. We cannot understand. This is for JRE purpose. Okay. So we cannot understand this one. So just okay, and then this will this due to this hello dot class, only due to this hello dot class we can enable this one, what we say, write once run everywhere. Okay, vora, what we say. Okay, so due to this one we can run in any platform. This hello dot class will, due to that only we can run anywhere, Mac OS and Linux, Ubuntu, whatever you know, in all operating system we can run this due to only this one hello dot class, and this will provide what you due to your Java architecture. Okay, due to the Java architecture, that's why this is the most lovable language. So we can write in anywhere just from this dot class file. That's why people will love this language. And also, yeah, right after that Java C is compiled, so Java C means Java compiled. This one is compilation done, and after this just write Java and what the folder name, hello. Okay, HELLO hello. So you this hello coders, this will be done. Okay, that's it. So now we go for this. Okay, this one is done for now. And then comes into picture is JVM, Java Virtual Machine, that enable the execution of Java bytecode. The JVM acts as an interpreter between the Java C, which we see that programming language, and the underlying hardware. It provides a runtime environment for Java application to run on different platform and operating system. This is due to this is we can perform this runtime anywhere. This will check for the there is your computer. Okay, and this is the JVM, and inside this your software is JDK something. So due to JVM and its runtime environment, this will what contact with your hardware level, the hardware level, and goes to hardware level, and after that this person have duty to convert this to that thing dot class file, which will run in anywhere, run in any operating system. Okay, due to that only dot class file we can get. Okay, yeah. So underlying hardware, it provides a runtime environment for Java application to run on different platform and operating system. Don't forget these things. This will vary if your if you're any interview or any class work, these are the basic things. This one is any person will ask for you. So don't be blank. Okay, this is very important. Java architecture. Whenever a person asks you Java architecture, go with full detail. And then come into picture JIT, just in time. Previously we told now that whatever the functions and whatever the repeated code, all the repeated code will store in somewhere and then just store somewhere, and if this one again asking, then this will directly give the value. Due to that only compilation is more faster. Yeah. In Java, JIT stands for just-in-time compile. It is a crucial component of Java runtime environment that plays a significant role in optimize the program of Java application during running runtime. Due to why? Due to that, once it's compiled and once it's stored, it will give the fastest value from the compilation. That's why we also told that how it's very long Java file can run in very short time due to just because why? Just in time. JIT inside we Java architecture have JIT. That's why we execute that much big file in just a second. That's in identify frequent executing parts of the bytecode and basic compilation process. We see that now. The first open the any IDE, which is called integrated development environment, where is our in case notepad. We can go for the VS code or anything where you want. So you can write down what language, oh sorry, what IDE you can prefer, and whatever those for the comment. I check the comment section if you love the VS code or you love the IntelliJ. If this one, whatever we get the more votes, we can continue with only that. Okay, that part. So yeah, don't forget to comment to suggest me. And yes, I also write this time. Previously I didn't write, I just in class time I write. So I think that there is much time wasting, so that's why I write before started the class. So you can ask, sorry, you can not ask. You can ask or not. You just give me feedback like what is the good for you and good for me, and that's why, and according to that I will continue. So yeah, this one is done. So yeah, notepad is okay. Notepad or VS Code. Currently not using VS Code due to basic inside in-depth teaching purpose. I didn't use. Now from variable creation I will start from the IDE. Okay. Yeah. So just start with notepad and create a any main.java extension is always remember Java. Okay, this one is extension for Java. If this one not present, this will give you error like we cannot find main class or something like that. Okay, Java main.java. So just it's compile. Compile how? Just type into the CMD, go CMD, open the folder structure. Inside the folder you can get the CMD option. So CMD, you write CMD and then just open this and type Java C, and file name, what is that? File name is that main.java. So write exact main.java. And yes, one more things. Okay, so no, this one. So you know that hello is there and file name is also hello. So don't forget to match this one. Okay, If this one is not matched, then we can got the error, like we cannot find this file or something. We cannot. Java is case sensitive, so H is capital, then H is also here capital, and also class name is always be capital, we told previously na. So this, there is some norms. This one not getting giving the error like small h or big h, but there is some norms, nomenclature, so don't we, this one is good behavior for the programmer. Okay, so make sure that this one and this one always be same, then only execute the file. Okay, yeah, so continue with so java.c, then it will be compile, tap enter button, then you can get a dot class file. So now in second, after that write only java. Okay, java, and what is the file name is only main, so write main and tap, what tap is just enter, tap enter, then it will give you output. So this is the process. Okay, so now our variable creation, very variable creation, so we can continue with what you say. Let's, today I start with IntelliJ IDEA. If you want VS Code or continued intelligent IntelliJ IDEA, you can please comment me down. I will be starting lecture according to that. Okay, so new project. So we write here. Dot second lecture, and location I can write where. Location is I can write in the program. New folder, I can rename this to rename, okay. Rename to lecture. So inside the lecture we select this folder, so create this one, and okay, Java second. So second, start. Why it's not creating new project? It's created due to my, it's my problem, that's why it's not opening. Okay, so now it's will created. So this one is basic, you say that basic template for the creation, so just remove it. Okay, and we can start with from very basic. Okay, so there is main hai. So we write basic program, what do we say, hello print system. If you write some shortcut, okay, sout, like sout, SOUT, so it will write full code system.out.println, but make sure now you don't use like that shortcut very strictly, because if you use, then when the interviewer will conduct your interview, your habit will shout. So you forget that once system.out, you can write system.out.println, ln. There is one thing, print, and there is println. Print is that one line, and println means next line. Okay, new line. I will see you difference. Okay, there is hello world. Okay, hello world, and so just to think, and yeah, current file is not set there. Okay, so makes your first time you when you run, you can double click. Okay, and run from there. Okay, run main dot hello dot main. So you can write, you can here, you can running from this. Okay, like that. Hello world is printed. So what if you write one more thing? Okay, so if you again run, you want hello world. So yeah, you can see that hello world. You will see that there is main file is running. So that's why current file is now in main. So okay, now this is the difference. Okay, hello world, this will be printed in only one line. So that's why we write here print ln means print line means new line, but here we this will not affect because from there only it will create a new line. If you want this from here, you want this to write in that area new line. Okay, so just remove this from here, println. Now you can run and you can see boom, next line. Okay, so this is the small things, and there is main thing which we told how to create a variable. Okay, this is the very basic. Let's suppose you need to store your any number. So number is what type? Int type, integer type. So we write this integer into short form like int. We have to first initialize, and then after we have to provide a variable name. What name? Variable name. So we write this variable name as a num. Okay, so int num equals to what? You need to store some number. So anything randomly I can store. So if you want to print this, again write and num. You hear this one is little bit blurry, so that's why we did not using this. And if you want to print this, you write this as num. Now you can see that this will take place, and if you run, then you can see that number is hello world 232. So here we cannot use the ln, so again I have to add this ln. we I am putting this small error so you can understand the very beginning. So very beginning process, like how can running inside and running backend, so that you can easily understand. Okay, so that's why I mismatch, and that's why I don't putting the ln like that. Hmm. Now you can see this one is now is printing on the second line. Okay, you see that 232 in next line. So if you want to uh, if you think that this is the someone's roll number, okay, 232. So how you can how I know that 232 is what is this? I don't know. 232 is anything. So I need some purpose. So I need to here add some message. Okay, message and plus sign. Okay, plus will for use for concatenate. Okay, and this one like uh, what we say, Rawson. Okay, Rawson roll number is num. Okay, then you can write, so you can see there Rawson roll number is 232. If I can add there colon, so you can also get this value. You'll see that. Understand? Clear? This one is the basic variable. variable creation. So I can start with, again there is some again some basic, what we say, basic theory concept. So just start with the theory concept. This is that done. And now again come into our notepad. So basic programming structure, yeah, this one is also basic programming structure. What we write here, wait, okay, now it's just wait is there, class main, huh? Here is public. Here I cannot mention public, but public is just a access modifier. What, this class is public, so I can also uh, get this class from outside. But if here is not written the in case public, so what if I try to get this from the outside the class, this one is from the another main class, the another hello or any folder, any class. So I can access this one, but I cannot access this from another class. Why? Because this class is not not public, because in default we cannot access directly. We can see everything, each and everything, okay? So don't panic. Okay, so start this one, huh? Class. This is the class declaration. We can declare main class, okay? And after this access modifier, there is more access modifiers: public, private, and default. And okay, these are the public modifiers. And this is the void. Void is the return time. What? Here we can return anything, write anything, return the one, return two, return like that. If I write there return return 0, okay, this is not happening here, okay. So here we cannot writing any return statement. We can use this on, you can, when I starting the function thing na, so there at that time you can know there is something return statement also there. So at that time there is, here I can change into integer type, okay. So integer type here is not allowed because we cannot returning anything, so that's why we write only void. So void is the return type. And main, what is main? Main is a method name. Method name, this is the main part. Always JVM start from the here Java virtual machine. First of all, start from this main, searching for the whole class, that where is the main file. So from there starting the starting, and then next line, right, left to right, left to right, bottom, uh, uh, from top to down, left to right, top to down. This will execute at that way, okay. So this one main method name, and string args is, this one is the argument. This is the we call argument, okay. And this one is system out dot println hello world. This is the print statement. And make sure don't forget to put a colon, semicolon, otherwise this will give the, what, give error. You can try from there only, okay. If you forget, then there is red icon, okay. Insert suggesting, but what if you use notepad? So see, there is one error coming, expected semicolon. So if I put this, then this will error will go on, and again I write, so it will running, and then boom, done, okay. This is basic things. We can get this, okay. Yeah, so today one more thing I have to thought, like Yeah, this one is completed. So there is some basic things. Java, identifier, what is language, how programming language build, tokens, identifier, what is the compiler, and what is the interpreter, what is the literal, keyword, and numerical literal. These are very things. And translator and type like compiler and interpreter. What is the difference of this? So these are the basic stuffs you have to know. It's like if someone is not getting the point, like what is this, what is a variable, how it's created, where it's located, where uh, all the backend things, those are not deep down into the programming now, very static. So those percentages are very beneficial. So, and also the memory of the class, like method, variable, constructor, where is the, what is the memory, and then how's the variable create and creation, how's the life cycle of the variable, all the things. Okay, very deep down. So let's continue. We start from the Java identifier. So what is the Java identifier? So Java identifier is that Java identifier. Java identifier. Hmm. Java identifier are the name given to the any class, method, package, and function. ठीक है? Simple. Java identifier. Java identifier are name, are just a name. Okay, are name given to any class, method, package, function. These are the identifier. Whatever we use to identify something, this is called Java identifier. Easy. Don't stress too much on this. Java identifier means using this identify what is this. Okay, just it. So we previously told that how the function written, how the class is written. Like we again tried that function we write in the camel case, and variable also. Okay, and class we write on the Pascal. You get it in previous class. Don't forget. Okay, these are the basic things. Class, and these are the class are written in the Pascal. Okay, Pascal. Okay, and after that package are all written in the lowercase. These are the names are the, what is the identifier. Those things have some names, we can call names. So these are the name is called identifier, where we can identify these things. Okay, so now how language is built. Language, programming language, there is, let's suppose try to get language. What is language? Like Hindi, English, French, Spain, anything language. So there is some, if I take the English language. Okay, how the language is built. Okay, let's suppose how the language build there is A to Z. Okay, and some small A to Z. Okay, these are the upper, this is the lowercase and uppercase. Done. So first of all, this using this we can create a word like hello. This is the hello, this is the word, this also is word. Okay, so these are the word. We can create this one word, and after that we can create a sentence. We can create a sentence. So this sentence this will create sentence like hello world, how are you. This is the create as a sentence, and then it will create a into paragraph. Okay, paragraph like story, anything. Then paragraph, and then after this will create a story. Okay, a story like that. Okay, okay now. This will be language, how language build. So done. And how programming language build, main thing, how programming language build. So let's start. How programming language. This is not big thing, so just for understanding purpose, I will. So according to that, there is uh, also using the A to Z. We use A to Z. You know, very like we can write into simple programming to use simple English language. So these are the 0 to 9, and also the special character dollar, at the rate, as streak, and this one. All of these things are required to create a programming language. So these are the things. This smallest part, token, we call token. This token is sometimes asked. Token is means smallest. Programming the programmings of smallest part of this is called token. The smallest, very smallest, small things. Okay, is token, and then statement, and then program, then program, like we write now hello world, program, statement, after that program, and then after what we say, program say, or code also say. Okay, program code, and then this all thing compile, and then it will created at the software we, our favorite software. Okay, huh? Software done. So what is token? Get deep dive into token. Token. So token are the smallest unit. Token are the smallest unit. Smallest unit. Smallest unit, or you say of Java. Part of Java programming language. Don't go for the language or writings thing. You just understand these things. Okay. So inside the token there are some parts. Okay, we say that classification of token. Hmm. Classification of token. First is identifier. We know that. And then after, literal, literal, literals, we see one by one. Okay, literal, and then operator. Also see the one example of each one. Operator, comments, and fifth one is separator. Sorry, this is danger. Like, so again I write separator, and sixth one is keyword. Okay. So keyword. So what is the identifier? A name in a Java program is called identifier, which is already know. Be a class name or variable name or method name or a label name. The only allow character in Java identifier are identifier we use there is some identifier when I create the identifier, but only creating with this one. So at that time we want only some character. So these character are allowed to create whenever we create the variable class and this. So that time there is these only things are allowed. A to Z, capital A to G, whatever, so Z or G, okay, 0 to 9, and this symbol also, lower one, not upper one, okay, and this is the dollar. These are things allowed to create. So if we create, if we create using another from this to another character using another character, then ready to get compile time error, okay. So don't forget what you using. And second one is keyword. What is keyword? There is reserved something, okay, which is already reserved by the Java. So keyword are the predefined words. Keywords are predefined 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 word, inbuilt word, okay, inbuilt inbuilt word in Java. Inbuilt word in Java. This is the inbuilt, okay. Each and every keyword has its own meaning inside. There is 50 keywords, okay, total 50 keywords. There are 50 keywords. Some extra is there, but we prefer 50, okay. So you can Google it. There are lots of keyword: abstract, continue, for, native, asset, default, go to, do, if, double, byte, care, catch, else, import, protected, private, switch, while, super, throw, throws, and transistor, void, static, long, final, finally, class, const, enum, and some are forgotten, I don't know, but there is 50, okay, you can Google it. And then after third is literal, literals, okay, literals are the what do we say, literals are the value give in the Java program, okay, value, these are the value, these are the values, okay. Literals are the value given in the Java program. Java program. Numerical. There is, you know that this is the numerical. This is the string. This is the character, and there is boolean. So, and one is operator. There is some comments and the separators. So these are the coming to literals. So check by one to get the literals. Inside the literals is that numerical literals, okay, numerical literals. And numerical literals is what? Integer literals. There is integer literals. there is decimal literals. Forget this decimal. And after that, B is string literals. String literals. String literals. Hmm. String literals. So you know string. What is a string? Anything which is enclosed with the double quotes, it will be called as a string literals. Okay. So I write this too. Don't forget anything. Okay. Anything which is enclosed with double quotes. Double quotes. It will be called as okay string literals like that. Here is double quote and write what we say anything like hello world. This is the string. Okay. And then after string is done, integer literal. Okay, integer literal. What is this? Integer means integer. Example 10, 20, 30, 3. All are integer literals. Hmm? Which is called any number which is not having decimal value. Okay. Any number which which is not have decimal value. Hmm? Okay. And here is opposite of that 9.86, 10.30, anything which is inside the decimal, any number which have decimal value. This is called decimal literals. And then after C number is character, or we can say char in the programming language. Anything which is enclosed with single quotes. Okay. Anything anythings which enclosed within single quotes, enclosed with single quotes. It will be called as character literals. So example is that A, B, like that, single, and then boolean C, D. This character is we use as char to declare. Okay, we can take all the example from in one by one. Boolean. So boolean literals boolean literals is anything which is include. Oh, sorry. Uh, we know that boolean is means true or false. Okay, true and false are boolean literals. True and false is called boolean literals. Boolean literals. Okay. And then third one is operator. This is the very important part. Okay, operator. There is plus operator, minus operator is we said that multiplicator, which is a strict operator, and then this one slash divided operator, and many more. Okay, and then comments. Four one is comment using this we can use double quotes so that it will be comment, and also the multi-line comment also we can use this one. Okay, that's sorry, no, okay. And then this whatever we write in multiple line we use this one, so it will be comment. And then separator, fifth number is separator. Separator is that like that, this one is comma, and this one is semicolon, this one is, and this curly braces, this is square braces, this is a small braces. These are the separators. Okay. Mm. So and what next? There is translator and its type. So we use translator to translate uh, codes. Okay, there is two types of translator. So first of all, what is the translator? Okay, translator. Translator is typically referred to a software tool that convert code written in a one programming language into another form. Like in our case, we write into English, simple English, and then we convert it into codes, machine language form. So write that one. Refers to a software. And no, yeah, I write in good writing, so you can don't be okay. Translator refers to a software tool that convert codes written in one programming language to another form. Another form is like machine code, binary code, what we say. Okay, so there are common type of compiler is that one is compiler and one is interpreter. This is the difference is very important. Okay, so compiler is that compiler um, translate the entire source code of a programming. Okay, entire word you can note down. A compiler translates the entire source code of programming written in high level programming to machine code or an intermediate code. Machine code or an intermediate code. So, okay, right there. A compiler translates the entire source code of a programming or program 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 in program written in program written in high label programming to machine code or an inter intermediate intermediate code. Okay, and interpreter is that. Second one is interpreter. Interpreter is that translate and execute the source code line by line. Okay, this one is line by line, or we say line by line is led from left to right, left to right, top to bottom, top to bottom. Okay, this is called interpreter. Compilers compile the whole code into one shot. So this one is done interpreter, and then the memory, which is variable. So there is variable, there is some life cycle of the variable, huh? So when we declare variable, so there are some process. So variable is nothing, is variable is named memory allocation. Variable is named memory location, which is used to store some value. Okay, store some value, and it can be changed n number of time. You cannot forget this one. You can change n number of time during execution. Okay, so there is syntax we know. We write this first one here, you can remember in this class only int, and then after we write some number, or we can write anything. Okay, this one is what part? This is the syntax to declare. Okay, int a, this one is a type data type, and this is the variable name. Data type and variable. Okay, so second one is this is the this one is just a variable declaration. This is the variable declaration is done, variable declaration, and then after initialization. Okay, initialization, variable initialization. So what is the variable initialization? Syntax is done, same is int num. So this is the declaration is done, and then initialization. So initialization is what? Equals to 100. So we suppose initialization here, we cannot initialize because here already declare this int part, so we know the what is the num, so we can just write only num 10. So this is the initialization part. So what is that? This is the value, this is the value. Okay, this is the value part. Okay, and then variable utilization, there is variable utilization variable utilization. Okay, so just what is this utilization? Just system dot out dot println. So just print num, and then just this is the utilization. You can utilize this number. Okay, done. So what is the process? First is variable declaration, and then variable declaration, and then variable initialization, and then utilization. Utilization, variable utilization. That's it. Life cycle of the variable. Okay. There is variable is that two things, local variable and global variable. We can see in the later part. So we cannot go for the now. So and then from next class we can see the all example. This one is already so long. So yeah, you can suggest me in comment down like what the changes I need have to done and what okay with that and what IDE I have to use in VS Code or IntelliJ IDEA. You can please suggest me on comment down, and I love to hear the feedback, and your feedback will be make me improve and I will better deliver to you. So yeah, that's it. So okay, and don't forget to keep practicing. Just you can this can just uh, understand all the concept, so you can easily in future you can easily get the points whatever I taught. So I deep into very down. So okay, bye, take care.